done it, because you have that end vision and you're going for the end vision. You're not looking at all these hurdles you have to jump over like a normal company would. And I think that's probably why we do these things. That is actually one of the schools. We've already got solar PV up on one of the schools, and that's Welbeck School. We have, we're part of British Gas Green Streets initiative. For that, we're going to have installation of dry lining on up to 30 Victorian style houses in the Old Meadows, and also they're going to get energy current cost meters, so they're going to be able to monitor their electricity usage and see what they're using, because it's all about behaviours as well. You need to change the behaviour of how you're doing things, of leaving things on standby. You know, small things can actually save a lot of money. But that is another initiative we're involved in the minute. Hang on, come on. Right, Green Energy Advisor. This is funded through a Scottish Powers Peoples project. We were successful in getting some funding through that particular fund, and we have a Green Energy Advisor. He does debt advice. Now, a lot of people in fuel poverty have fuel debt. If they've got fuel debt, they've got other debt. So our debt advisor does the whole remit. You know, when we first looked at it, we thought, oh, we'll just get someone in to do fuel debt. But then when you start to think about it, if you're not tackling the other debt at the same time as the fuel debt, you're wasting your time. So he does straightforward across the board debt advice. He also then, when he meets them, if they have debt issues, he will do an energy audit of the home for them. He will look at what low cost measures can be undertaken, what can happen, what they can do to actually save money, and we loan them an energy cost meter as well. Again, it's the behaviour, learning that if you just boil that much water, because that's all you need, you will actually save money. It's those very, very simple things. You know, don't leave your television on standby. You know, you'll see on these energy cost meters, they're frightening. You'll see them going up and up and up, and you think, I switched everything off. And then you go around the house taking everything off standby, and you just realise actually what you're wasting. The Meadows Partnership Trust also issue green loans. We have a green loan scheme. This is a partnership we have with Nottingham Credit Union. We, as the trust, underwrite the loans. So we're often loaning to people who the credit union won't even loan to. So I need to touch something. Yeah, okay. Up to date, you know, we've not had any default. You know, people are taking it on board that it's the trust, it's the local community organisation that are loaning them the money, that are putting this money up for them. And they are responding really well to that and making sure that, you know, they do pay us. We don't pay the loans direct to the individual either. We're cleverer than that. We actually pay direct to suppliers and installers. We've got an agreement with Argos, because what we didn't want to do is somebody wants a new washing machine, cooker, that sort of thing, we will loan it for an energy efficient one. And they can go into the Argos catalogue, they can pick the one they want and include delivery in it, and we will issue them the voucher for it, and they can go to Argos, our local Argos, and get that. We didn't want to give them the money direct because in some cases it might get diverted and not go to where it should be. The interest charged is at 1% a month, but they actually get that back. There's a rebate in November for regular payment, so we're trying to encourage regular payment, because we're saying, okay, you pay us regularly, you don't default, every November you'll get your interest back. So then they've got money for Christmas. Obviously, there's financial savings from energy efficiency measures can sometimes exceed the loan payments. That's what we're hoping for. I mean, obviously on the higher ones with a boiler, you can save £30 a month on bills with an annual repayment, you're £17 a month over 5 years, because we will go up to 5 years on the loan. Currently, the loans taken out have totaled up to around £20,000. Those loans have been for a mixture of things, from a bicycle, so somebody could bike to work, so it meant that they could actually have a job, to, I think, boilers. Yes, some of them, there's one boiler in there we've actually loaned for. And the interesting thing is the gentleman we loaned the money to for the boiler didn't meet the warm zone criteria. Because he was a pensioner and had a little part-time job in the summer just to supplement his income, meant that he didn't qualify for the free boilers except being done under warm front. He was actually living in a Victorian terrace house with no heating other than electric fires. Okay. And he couldn't afford the system. So the green loans have loaned him the money. He now has central heating with a nice combination boiler in it, and obviously is saving money on what it was costing him for heating in the past. That's our measures we've got at the moment. I do have, if there's any questions in terms, I do have one of the directors of Moses with me, so one of the founding members. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm quite happy to take questions later now or whenever, but thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you.